Long ago, in a small village, the day begins before sunrise. Men gather in the dusty marketplace, hoping to be hired for a day's work.
You there, come work in my vineyard today. I'll pay you a denarius, a fair wage for a full day.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
At 9 a.m., the landowner returned and saw others standing idle in the marketplace.
You two go work in my vineyard. I will pay you what is right.
Okay, thank you.
He did the same at 12 noon and again at 3 in the afternoon. More workers were invited to join the vineyard.
Us too? Thank you.
As the day drew to a close, the sun hung low in the sky. It was already 5 in the afternoon.
Why have you been standing here all day doing nothing?
Because no one hired us.
Go work in my vineyard.
When evening came, the owner told his foreman to pay the workers, starting with the last ones hired.
Here's your pay, 1 denarius.
A full denarius?
And each worker received the same wage.
As wages were handed out, the early workers watched in disbelief. They had labored through the heat of the day, and now, others who barely worked an hour were receiving the same pay. Frustration stirred in their hearts.
This isn't fair. We worked all day in the sun.
Friend, I'm not being unfair to you. Didn't you agree to work for a denarius? Take your pay and go. I want to give the one hired last the same as I gave you. Don't I have the right to do what I want with my own money? Or are you envious because I am generous?
So the last will be first, and the first will be last. Imagine 2 students applying to the same university. One has been preparing for years, studying hard, joining clubs and polishing essays. The other submits an application at the last minute with little preparation. But in the end, both are accepted on the same scholarship. Fair? Maybe not. But rational? That depends on what they knew ahead of time. This mirrors the parable Jesus told. Workers were hired at different times of the day, yet all received the same pay. The early workers expected more. The late ones were surprised to receive the same. So why didn't everyone wait until the last hour? Because they didn't know how the system worked ahead of time. This is a classic economic problem, decision-making under uncertainty. In both the vineyard and the college example, people acted with incomplete information. They didn't know the reward structure or selection criteria ahead of time. Early arrival seemed safer, though it required more effort. Late arrival was cheaper, but riskier. Fewer spots might be left. This creates a rational trade-off: effort versus uncertainty.
From a rational economic perspective, the landowner's goal might seem to be maximizing vineyard productivity. Hiring early ensures coverage for the whole day, hiring late fills gaps. Paying everyone equally seems inefficient. Why reward someone who worked less? But this only makes sense if his goal is purely output or cost-based. Instead, the parable reveals a deeper objective. He values efficiency, yes, but also grace. He designs a system where early workers are still incentivized under uncertainty, and late workers still receive provision, not because they earned it, but because of generosity. You see this in real life, college admissions and scholarships. Early bird job seekers. Concert ticket lotteries. Limited grant applications. People act without full knowledge, hoping their early or extra effort improves their chances. The landowner's generosity points us to the heart of the gospel. God's kingdom doesn't operate on effort-based fairness. Grace isn't earned, it's given. Just like the last-minute applicant who gets a scholarship, or the 5 p.m. worker who receives a full day's pay, the generosity of the Master redefines what we think is fair. The last will be first, and the first will be last.